Hello, this is Tom from Black Toad Studios and welcome to episode 49 of the 83rd Warhost reinforcements. This series will document the slow and gradual growth of my word bearer force to become a huge army. Each episode I will go through a unit which I have painted and then select another unit to paint. We'll talk a little bit about the word bearers as an army in 9th edition. Also a bit about the narrative as well. So without further ado guys, we are back. It's been a long time. I am glad to return. I have been busy with many things, so I apologise not for being enough updates out there. It's been hard. We've all had a pandemic to worry about. I don't know if you're aware of that, as well as working throughout the pandemic and of course family life as well. So we're going to go through what I have painted since. It's not been great for the word bearers. I haven't done much since. Also been painting other projects as well. So if you're not aware, I've been doing the Codex dynasty, which is my Necron force. I've also been working on a Crusade force for Sisters of Battle, as well as doing other bits for the channel. But we do have some new bits for the 83rd Warhost. I'm really excited about it. The word bearers need a bit of love. And so we'll go into what I've painted and what I'm going to paint as well. So I've been inundated with more models coming in. But first off, let's have a look at that unit that I have painted. Right, so here they are, the guys that I've been painting for quite a while. This is probably the slowest squad of Chaos Marines ever to be painted by anybody, so my apologies in advance guys. It's not been great for me. They've been sitting on the paint station slowly doing them during the streams and then finally waiting for the last of the basing material before I finish these guys up. And for some weird reason grass tufts have been quite hard to get a hold of, so these were the army painter ones rather than the Games Workshop ones, which kind of fit in quite nicely. However, I should hopefully have some GW ones turning up at some point in the future. Right, so starting on the left here, we have this combat guy here. So there's a nice purple robes going on there, a looted chainsword, possibly from an Iron Warrior, maybe from elsewhere. And I quite like this guy. Quite nice. They're all pretty individual, although obviously drawn together by the Legion colours. They're all a little bit individual. The plasma guy there, so the plasma, using a bit of the knowledge I've gained from the Necrons, I've chucked that on the plasma. I think that's looking quite tidy on there as well. Sorry, I have been spraying outside, both green and black, so it might appear on my hands. Very dirty, sorry. Next up, we have the autocannon. So the autocannon guy here was from Shadow Spear. However, I've swapped his head out with a Forge Weld Weld Eater one, because it kind of came across quite Iron Warrior-esque, and I quite like that look for a heavy weapon, because he's just kind of standing there just blasting away with his autocannon, and I kind of imagine him probably customizing his gear quite significantly to have that weapon. Next up, we've got someone that isn't from the Shadow Spear, but is from Dark Vengeance. I put a better picture up on Instagram of this guy, a model that I've wanted to do for a long time, and yeah, very cool nonetheless. So spinning around there, he's got his bolter kind of slung over there, bolt pistol and power fist there. I'm not sure how I'm going to put him into my army. He might be the champion of the squad, he might appear somewhere else in another squad, but he was a very cool model to do, so I'm glad I got him done. Next to him, we've got the bolter guy. For some weird reason, this guy is very straightforward and standard model, but he's turned out really nicely, and I think he's one of my favourites in this lot, actually, to be honest. Put in the comments below, guys, which one's your favourite. But this guy, I don't know why I like him so much, but he's got a good pose, good posture there, and everything just seems to be to the right scale, right size, and yeah, really like this guy for some weird reason. Like I said, maybe the most boring of them, but I like him. Next up, finally but not least, we've got this combat monster here. So he's got a bit of gore on his chainsword there. He's also on the leg armor there. He's gone with a silver and brass, so that is probably from another looted set of armour he's found on the battlefield and just kind of replaced a part of his kit. Up until the Dark Apostles have a word with him. And yeah, I really love these guys. Like I said, it's a bit of a shame it's taken me so long to do. However, I don't regret it because they've turned out quite nicely. And it's nice to finish the Shadow Spear box with this selection of models here. Since getting Shadow Spear, obviously I've got a couple more Venom Crawlers, I've got some more Greater Possessed, and I've got some other things done, so it's nice to get these ones done. So without further ado, let's have a look what is next to be painted for the 83rd Warhost. So there we go. There's some very nice models there. I'm glad I got those painted. So as you can see, I've done those. They're the basics. Everything from that box set is now being painted at least once. I've had a few extra models put in from that box set. But it's time for something else. So the word bearers are renowned for several things. One of which is mass groups of cultists. Got that covered. We've got about 90 cultists in the 83rd Warhost at the moment. There's a lot there. How they do on the tabletop, that's a different matter. We're also known for demon engines. We've got several of those at the moment. We've got more coming. I have got another Mauler Fiend, a little spoiler for the future to do. Looking forward to doing that. Also known for Possessed. As I said in previous episodes, we've got a couple of squads of Greater Possessed now, which are great. However, I'm not a big fan of the Possessed kit from Games Workshop and really hoping that Games Workshop pull the finger out and give some new models. So we're working on that. Also, Dark Apostles. I have the older model with Dark Apostle, but now, got this new guy. Tom got it for me. I'm working through it. Really liking the sculpt on this guy with his little buddies as well, little Dark Disciples. Looking forward to using him. I think it'd be quite nice in big games to get several Dark Apostles going at once, giving different boosts across the field. So like I said, I've got some cultists. It's quite nice to give them a bit of a boost. We've also got Plague Marines in the army. So using them with the Disgusting Resilience, it should kind of complement each other quite nicely. We've got Rubric Marines as well. Other bits in there, so could work out quite nicely that we have Dark Apostles with different tasks across the battlefield rather than putting all our eggs in one basket, as it were. I'm not sure I'm going to do any conversion work on this guy because he is quite a nice model. However, I'm looking forward to doing the flesh on his head. Don't really do that much. I'm going to keep him quite human looking rather than more demon looking because I think that'd be quite nice. And he'll be introduced into the 83rd Warhost. After that, I have been handed a few more models to go through. One of which I'm quite excited for is a discontinued, I believe it's discontinued Chaos Space Marine model that Tom has handed to me. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I promise it won't be the longer gap that it was before between the previous episodes. That will be done. Also, in the future, there will be a slight gap because something big is coming to the channel. Those who don't watch our live stream on a Tuesday night will be unaware. But I do, in fact, have a cheeky little Chaos Warhound. So I'll be doing a small series on that. And so we can kind of see how that is built. Because I don't know about you guys, but I've seen these kits before and they're very intimidating. So I thought I would share my stress with you lot as well, because I'm sure you'd really appreciate that. But until then, guys, I'm going to plod on with this Dark Apostle. Get this guy done. And I will see you soon. So this is Dom from Black Toad Studios. Thank you very much. It's good to be back with you guys. And I'll see you next time. Take care.